YouTube, what's up? Back with another video. It's a question that I've been asking myself for a minute. Even when I was old enough to go to the military, and even though I'm old enough to go to the military right now, you couldn't force me in the military. And the reason why I say that is that I kick back and I wonder, and I know that the military gives you, good education, free education and stuff. And I know a lot of African American people go there because of the opportunities and because you can get an education and learn a trade and hopefully get out and find a good job or whatever. And it is an opportunity, I must admit that. But on the flip side, I really wonder, is it really worth it? If it's really worth it, because on the flip side, America still gets to treat you the way they want to. And when you're a civilian, a few incidents where black people that were in the military got shot by the cops and were treated just like any other black person on the street. So it kind of makes me wonder, even though you're black and you have military status, they still don't care about your military status. They will still shoot you. They will still beat you, and they will still abuse you. And it's like, when I see black people in the military, what I see is black people giving might and power to the very person that's oppressing them. You know what I mean? It's like going to play football for a team that's out to ruin you. It's kind of like contributing to your own destruction, kind of like. I'm really trying to keep it respectful, but that's just the way I feel. This is just my opinion. You have the right to disagree at any time, but I feel that black people in the military it's just, this is what I feel. I feel that if black people were more sufficient, if we self-employed ourselves, we wouldn't have to lick somebody's feet in order to have employment. We have to worry about trying to get hired nowhere, because we'd be running our own businesses, our own society, our own banks, our own everything. Because we will have ownership of things. We'll have ownerships of buildings and businesses, and we won't have to go to other people. We make ourselves vulnerable to have to join the military. We make ourselves vulnerable to have to go and beg somebody for some college grants. We make ourselves vulnerable because we don't self-employ. If you don't self-employ, you'll become very vulnerable in society, and that's what's happening to us. And if we want to look at what's causing us to be in these compromising positions, well, we have to compromise our dignity, our culture. It's because we don't self-employ. If we were self-employed, then we would have to worry about if that white person's gonna hire you, or if that Hispanic person's gonna hire you, or if that Asian person's gonna hire you, or you gotta wonder if they're racist, or do they like black people, or whatnot. You'll never have to worry about that if we was to self-employ ourselves. You will never have to worry about that. That would take a big burden off our back, and that'll take a lot of stress also off of us. That within itself will make things a lot easier for us, because that's a lot of built up stress that we have. And we go out there and we get all this built up stress from being black in America, and we come back to our hood, our nest, and we take that anger out on each other. And really, that anger is not even anger that we're causing, is anger that we're picking up as we're going out there dealing in this world. And we bring that back, and that's why we're very violent towards each other, because we go out there and we pissed off and we feel we can't do nothing to these people that's oppressing us, and we gotta let it out the bottle. So where does it explode at? It explodes right where you live, and that's what occurs after you hold in a lot of stress. But back to the military issue, got off track for a minute, but I just wanted to make that point about, stressful situations. And also being self-employed also is another thing I want to speak on in between the actual military subject. But I feel that, I really feel that black people in the military are really just helping United States continue their strength, their power, and their domination over all races of people, even their own people, because it's a lot of white people that are in poverty, that live in trailer parks, and that the hierarchy white people can care less about, and they're no better than niggers in their eyes. So that's very, very, very much of a factor today. Like I say, black people in the military, I just don't see no real overall as a way to stop the oppression that's happening in the United States of America. How are you going to stop it when you're going to fight for the very country? Just like Muhammad Ali said, it's not them that's calling me nigger. It's not the people in the Viet Cong. It's right here in the United States. You are my oppressor. And that's what he meant. He meant that I'm living in a country that's oppressing me now. And that's why I say it should be 1 million Muhammad Alis. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be 1 million black people in the military. It should be 1 million Muhammad Ali saying hell to the no. I'm not going. I'm not going to fight for a country that doesn't respect me. I'm not going to help a country continue to dominate the world and have power over me and my people and keep them in a situation where they can dominate my people on an everyday basis. So that's the way I feel about black people in the military. If you disagree, leave me a comment. If you do agree with what I'm saying and you feeling where I'm coming from, then more power to you. You know what I'm saying? Self-employ yourself and you'll get the stress off your back and stay out of, and excuse me, my throat is kind of messed with me this morning. And just stay out of the military, because I don't see no future in it. I really don't see no future in it. The future I do see is in self-employment in the African community, and that way you ain't got to kiss nobody's butt, because you're self-employed, you're making your own money, and you ain't got to go beg for nothing from nobody. We need to start owning our own stores. Self-employed should be the next movement. That should be the biggest movement in the black community. We should be preaching self-employment, 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 and stay out of the military. Thank you. Peace.